want the members of the public to understand 7.7 minutes means the difference between your life and the potential death if you're involved in a fire. This is not just an industrial rally. It is about community safety.
The firefighters are rallying in the streets of Melbourne today. We're rallying in regards to EBA negotiations, which we've had protracted. Not only that, we're concerned about the community safety. The MFB are trying to potentially remove the minimum crewing numbers throughout the Metropolitan Fire District. That will have a significant impact on possibly decommissioning of trucks, possibly closure of fire stations. Certainly the safety of firefighters may be at risk. And of course with that, response times will get larger than the international standard of 7.7 minutes. And that's potentially a danger to the community.
It basically comes down to, I think, cost cutting by the government. And it's really unfortunate because these are fair dinkum people. These are people that lead from the heart, that care about the community and care about each other.
If the public only knew the difficult and dangerous position that our employer, the Country Fire Authority, puts us in every day when we turn up to work. We have to contend with these minimum crews on appliances, oftentimes only 2 per appliance in some areas. On my station, I have myself and 2 other firefighters to respond to a call. I have to wonder whether I am actually going to get home in one piece.
I can't imagine how to be fighting fires with less firefighters. At the moment we still have some trucks in the MFB that have only got 3 firefighters when we turn up at a call. And although there might be other trucks coming, and invariably there is, it's still for that first maybe 10 minutes you're fighting the fire on your own with 3 people, and it's really hard. One's got to work the pump and the other 2 are, trying to put the fire out or rescue someone. And if you try and cut the numbers down any further, it just costs lives. And it just puts so much pressure on the firefighters and puts them under so much stress and strain that we just won't cop it.
Obviously it's going to have an adverse effect on not only fire protection in the Melbourne metropolitan area, but I think the morale of the guys as well at the station level. Turning out with less than what we have now is going to be detrimental to everyone involved. It won't be good.
According to the MFB, our job aims to reduce the incidence and impact of fire and other emergencies on the community. Tell me how we do this with less firefighters on shift. When the tones go off at the station, we don't wait to finish drinking our cup of coffee. We drop everything and we run to the truck. We drive with the lights and sirens going. We don't hesitate when we arrive at a raging house fire to think about the dangers to ourselves. We get in there as quickly as possible because every minute matters when we're trying to save a life. Urban fires are not like wildfires. You cannot predict the emergencies that will occur or how busy a day on shift will be. You cannot tell houses or factories not to burn, people not to crash their cars because we don't have enough firefighters on shift.
What do we want?
One fire service.
When do we want it?
Now.
What do we want?
One fire service.
When do we want it?
Now.
There's a Royal Commission to look at how we can do things better. Structural reform of fire services is long overdue. We currently have 3 different fire services, all with artificial parochial boundaries. It's not in the community's interest to have that to continue. We've put a submission into the Royal Commission today which says very clearly, look, you need to look at this issue as to what is best for the community, not territorial land grabs.
You had a school fire over in the northern suburbs. It was one of those areas that are in the boundaries. In other words, it was serviced by one of the fire services and the other fire service was just down the road but separated by a geographical artificial boundary. A fire station within the Metropolitan Fire District sat and could see the plumes from a smoke at this school fire only 4 minutes away. That is not in the interest of the community. That is not in the interest of the safety of firefighters.
As much as the community respects the work we do, we respect the community we protect. We want to continue to give them the best protection we can. To do this, every minute matters. The MFB must not scrap minimum crewing. The system works. It's world's best practice. To have fewer firefighters on duty when disaster strikes is a gamble we should never take.
So I say to you, the public, raise your voices and demand what is your right, a free and viable fire service that will protect you and your families. To my fellow firefighters, I say keep the faith. There is strength in unity, and as members of the Firefighters Union, we will prevail. Thank you.